Hi guys, welcome back to the channel Lam Relationship and Marriage. And this is where we talk about relationship, we talk about marriage, we talk about family. And soon and very soon we'll be traveling and showing you the relationship, the marriages of different communities and different families in different parts of the world. And I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you a lot who has subscribed to our channel. To the returning subscribers, I salute you. We really appreciate and we are happy. To those who have not subscribed, kindly hit that subscription button. It is free of charge. Comment down below and like our video. And we would appreciate a lot. Merry Christmas. Tomorrow is the day we commemorate, or rather we remember, to those who are Christians, we remember the birth of Christ. And therefore all Christians all over the world celebrate this day. And therefore, first of all, before even I start the video for today, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very prosperous 2024. A 2024 full of God's blessings, the presence of God, and you'll be victorious. I declare that you'll be victorious in all what you will do in 2024. Trust in God, surrender to Him, and all will be well. And that is the reason why Christ was born, so that He may fight our battles, so that He may lead us to prosperity, to victory, to all that. And therefore, I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and a very prosperous 2024. And today, I want us to talk about, actually it is a reaction video, about something that was talked by somebody we all know. And this person, I usually listen to him a lot. Sometimes he advises, which is very good, and other times he can go overboard. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Andrew Kibe. And Andrew Kibe, today I think I'm going to react to the message you sent in Facebook. And according to Andrew Kibe, he was saying that women are only important when they are 18. In other words, when you are 18, according to Andrew Kibe, you are variable. Let me use the word variable. I don't know whether my viewers, you agree with that, but as for me, I think women are variable throughout their lives. Because all of us, we are created with a reason and for a purpose and for a mission on earth and for a given reason. And therefore, we are all important actually in any stage of our lives. At 18, that is the prime age when a lady is maturing, actually matured, has matured and has started knowing the world, understanding about relationship, understanding about friendship on the opposite sex, understanding about so many things at that age. And therefore, a girl at this age, I would say, is supposed to be actually very keen on the decisions she makes and the plans she makes for her life. Remember that this is the age in Africa where you complete your 4th form and you are now entering the university. And according to Andrew Kibe, this is the time men are supposed to be watching over you, chasing over you, and all that. But I would say a girl at 18 still has a lot to learn. Because remember that this is the time the girl has started knowing about so many things in life. This is a girl who has just completed high school. Remember that high school in most of the countries in Africa, I don't know abroad, but in Africa, this is the time a lady is completing her 4th form. And therefore, this lady has been engrossed in schools because most of the schools in Africa are boarding. And therefore, a girl at 18 has just come out of the boarding schools and now she's ready to experience the world. And therefore, I don't think this is the right time to start looking for men, to start being chased by men, this is the time to sit down as a lady and plan your future. Enter university, go through your university education, plan the future, get to know people. This is the time you are ready to know people, most of the people. The opposite sex, get to know their character, get to know their behavior, get to know their beliefs, get to know their principles, get to know all that. So this is the time of running for a lady who is 18 years. Above 18, maybe at around 25, a lady is now mature and starts to understand a little bit about relationship. And she starts to understand about marriage and eager now to start her life in the relationship and also in marriage. So, according to Andrew Kibe, at 18 years, a lady is very variable. True, she's very variable because this is the time she's making decisions about her life, making decisions about her career, making decisions about what side she wants to pursue in terms of professionalism. And therefore, it is a very, very prime age for this lady. But I would say, even as this lady grows old, becomes 30, 40, you still are variable because at 30, you start giving birth. So you are actually variable to the children and to bring up family that is intact and a family that has values and a family that has traditions and a family that is going to last forever. So at 30, this lady is still variable because you have started procreation, bringing people on this earth, people who will take over next years to come, many years to come. And therefore, you are supposed to be ready to prepare these people you are bringing to the world, about the values, about the principles, about the characters, about all that. So this lady is still variable. And she's still variable in her house because at 30, most of the ladies are married in Africa. Let me talk about Africa because I don't know about the other countries or other nations. In Africa at 30, most of the ladies are married and they are settling down to have families. They are settling down to have children. They are settling down in their relationships. And therefore, this is a prime age for a lady because you start procreation, you start a family, you start building up, you start a foundation for another family. At 40, most of the ladies have started now, have taken children to school, and now the children are starting to mature, so you're still variable, very, very variable. And I'm sure even Andrew Kibe himself, the mother at 40 was very busy and very variable in his life to mold the type of a person he is. Because I'm sure Andrew Kibe has succeeded because there was a woman behind him who mentored him, who cared for him, who was there for him so that he can grow up to be a strong man and a principled man the way he is, and he can be able to stand all the ups and downs of this world. And therefore, at 40, the woman is still important. Even at 50, you are still important. Because this is the prime age, 40 up to 50, of your career, of your development. You are developing yourself, you are building yourself, you are building your children in terms of education and their future, you are building your husband, and so on. So I don't know whether there is a single day a woman becomes valueless. All through, a woman is variable. What about the advice that Andrew Kibe has given to the boy child? I would completely agree with him 100%. He told the boys at 18, you should not start running after ladies, looking for who to date, impregnating ladies. No, this is the time to build yourself because nowadays women are very, very learned. Women are very, very principled. Women are very, very understanding of the type of relationships they want to enter into. And therefore, most women cannot just pick a person who is idle, who is a drunkard, who has no mindset, who has no plan for a future, who has nothing. It is very hard. And therefore, a boy child should actually preparing for the future after 18. And this is the time in Africa when a boy child is entering high school. And therefore, this boy is supposed to be ambitious to attain or rather to achieve good grades in his education. And if at all they are not bright in school, they should now start thinking what kind of path they want in life so that they can be successful in life. Just like I have said, most women nowadays, they don't want to date someone who has no vision, who has no mission, who doesn't know where they are going. And therefore, it is very, very important for a boy child, just like Kibe said, to prepare well enough before you start looking for ladies. The mistake, just like Kibe said, the mistake the boy child does is to start chasing after ladies and forget about their lives. And by the time they settle that they want someone to marry, they have not laid any foundation of their lives. They have not built themselves in terms of finances, in terms of settling down, in terms of their future, and in terms of the children they'll bring on earth. And therefore, they get confused there on the way, and their marriages might not work. Or rather, they will not get people to marry. Because these ladies are very, very ambitious nowadays. They don't want to be wasted time for. They don't want someone who has no vision, who has no mission, who has no future. And future means a person who is ambitious, a person who is hardworking, a person who can see the future and plan for it, a person who is ready to plan for the children to come, a person who is ready to plan for where they are going to stay, what they are going to eat, the education of the children, all that. That is what women are looking for nowadays. And therefore, on that point, I would really congratulate Andrew Kibe for advising the boy child. Andrew Kibe sometimes is seen as a controversial person, but I think some of the things he says are necessary in life. Like that advice of the boy child is very, very necessary. Sometimes he says things which I actually see are important in life, in the relationship, in marriage, in everything. Because when you're selecting your partner, you should actually look for so many things, not just the physique, or rather, how people look like. It's about how people think, how people mindsets are, the character of a person, and so many things. And therefore, sometimes I really listen to him and really like some of the contents he gives. But sometimes he goes overboard, and we cannot blame him because we don't know the environment in which he was brought up. We don't know what influences him to do all that, and therefore we cannot blame a person. We just take the positive and leave the negative. And I think that is all for today, and I want to say thank you. And still again, I remind you, Merry Christmas and a very prosperous 2024. See you very soon, because we'll be shooting videos very, very soon. We will keep on shooting videos for you. We are not resting. We will keep on bringing to you contents on relationship and marriage. See you in the next video.